3 weeks and 2 days away from the first of my 2 events that I have on my schedule that I've been training for, that I'm sharing here in the Durability Project behind the scenes. I want to tell you a little bit about how I'm managing this phase of my training block, which means that I am tired, my legs are tired, I'm trying to build up some volume. And if I were coaching somebody right now, this is where coaching gets kind of tough because we are literally intentionally building fatigue, kind of like digging a hole, you will, and trying to balance a little bit of recovery, but also knowing that I have to do higher volume or maintain high volume, and I got to get in some intensity on my bike, on my gravel bike. And then a couple of weeks after this gravel race that I have, the FoCo Fondo, I'm going to be doing a 3-day stage race, mountain bike stage race at altitude. So I not only need to build sort of this strong base stamina, kind of like what is really reminiscent of mostly like a road race, I suppose. And I'm not really sure how it's going to play out. I used to be a road racer, and so I'm not really sure how this gravel race is going to play out. But certainly doing 3 days of a mountain bike stage race is going to be totally unique for me. I've never done anything like that before. My name is Aaron Shaw, and I'm a strength and conditioning specialist, occupational therapist, competitive athlete, middle-aged guy, and a concierge health coach who really focuses on helping people achieve their potential, whatever that is, whether you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, beyond. I work with people to make sure that they can all do what they want to be able to do, really maximize their health span and their lifespan, because there are too many couch potatoes and too much metabolic illness in this country, and there's plenty of things we can do about it, and I help people achieve their health and fitness goals. And this specific durability project, I'm trying to pull back the curtain and show what I do as a 52-year-old guy who's trying to take some of his own medicine, coming up against the typical roadblocks that my clients come up against and that you would come up against, that I really want to be healthy and fit, but damn, I'm not super motivated, or I'm super tired, I didn't sleep really well last night. I want to go out and have a few drinks tonight, and that's going to kind of screw up my workout for tomorrow, so maybe I'll kind of compromise my workout tomorrow. And you've got kids and pets and responsibilities and work and all this other sort of shit. And yet, we're only getting older, and we're only losing muscle mass and VO2 capacity, and et cetera, et cetera. So we have to do better, and we have the potential to do better. And what I'm trying to do is do better for myself so I can be around for my family and just kind of kicking ass in life, I suppose. That's the name of the game. So I want to be super strong. I'm recognizing that I'm not 20 years old anymore, but I still want to do resistance training. Like the episode that I did yesterday, I did doing resistance training yesterday, on the bike today. Looking ahead, I've got, as I record this, today is a Friday. I'm about a week behind from when I record, when I actually post online. But today is a Friday. I did about 40, 43, 44 miles today, zone 2-ish. Legs are tired. I'm just like pretty kind of wiped out overall. I'm looking here at my performance management chart, which I've shown on previous videos. I'll probably throw this one on as well because the trend lines look good. What I'm looking at is my chronic training load is increasing, and I'm really only, not even 2 full months into doing this, so I've been like getting after it pretty aggressively. But it's clear that I am under recovered, so I'm tired. I keep on layering more things onto my body, hoping that it will adapt as much as it can, but it takes time to adapt. And it doesn't adapt like it used to when I was racing full time, 15 years ago. So I'm trying to just sort of come to terms with that and realize that there's only so much I can do, but I am a sucker for details, and so I'm trying to finesse every little bit of ultimately performance so I can get the results that I want. And so in doing that while still being a decent husband, and like tonight is we're going to go out and have a nice dinner, and I will have a few cocktails, perhaps, even though I don't tolerate that like I used to, which is also kind of weird. But my goal for tomorrow is to get out on the bike again, ideally for the next 2 days, which means my intensity is going to be low, which I'm going to be okay with, or I'm going to be resigned to. But this, when a 2 or 3 day block, and again, success would be like 3 days in a row on the bike, was really going to be more about this stage race that I have coming up in maybe 6 weeks or so, more so than this midterm event or this near-term event for the gravel race. So trying to balance all these things and yet not fall behind in real life, because work goes on and obligations go on, and I'm still taking care of my coaching clients. And my wife and I have a education platform for veterinarians and pet parents, which takes a lot of work as well. So I'm doing all that stuff, and life goes on. And so there's tons of work to do at all times. And I am grateful for the life that I have because it does enable me to sneak out. Like today being a Friday, I get out and I rode 40 miles in the first part of my day. It did mean that I was awake at 5 o'clock in the morning and working at 5:30, but I did get to duck out for a couple of hours. So that's kind of the way my life works. It's a little haphazard, but it works for me. I'll tell you that my data right now, if anybody's still actually listening to this, my data will show that my fitness level on TrainingPeaks is a 40. It's been hovering around 40, 41 the past couple of weeks, which is great for me. Like I started off with like a 5 or a 6 2 months ago. My fatigue level is a 44 and my form is a -10. So what that means in English is I've been putting in miles, I've been doing the work, and my work is outpacing my recovery. And so I'm kind of tired, but that is necessary to get my physiological system to adapt as much as possible. And then in the week leading up to the race, to these events, I'm going to rest a little bit more. So hopefully I can be as fresh as possible and as fit as possible. That's the name of the game. That's behind the scenes. This is the durability project. And if you have questions about your own training or collecting or the data that you collecting through wearable devices, through your Garmin, Whoop, or Apple Watch or whatnot, and if you don't know what to do with it, then which I think is a whole other problem. Like I've done some episodes on my podcast, Healthspan Digest, about this. People are just overwhelmed with data and information about their health, but people aren't necessarily doing anything with the data. They don't really know what to do with the data. I think AI is helping for sure, but if you have any questions about that or how to really apply the suggestions from AI to your life so you can be as healthy as possible, and if actually executing on those things is the barrier, that's my sweet spot. So hit me up, send me a DM if you have any questions. Happy to review any data files that you have and sort of kick around some ideas for you. So that's what I got. If you have questions about your own health or questions about how I'm navigating this and trying to walk around with sore legs and be tired and be a decent husband to my wife still while being a little bit tired, I'll tell you what I know. It's kind of just pushing through on a lot of days and making the best of it. But it's because I have very specific goals and ambitions. I am a sucker for habits and persistence. If you have any questions, hit me up. Right. Thanks.